its spices. This morning it released a statement calling a gruesome war against the Kenyan government, adding that the country's cities would run red with. Locals, though, are now questioning why security was not heightened in light of intelligence that an attack against a school or university was imminent. Dominic Belitis, CBC News, London.
Meanwhile, police in neighboring Uganda have issued a report saying
This
they
is
have
news on
information
this
that Al-Shabaab is planning a similar attack there. Thousands of anti-Islam and anti-racism protesters have crashed in rallies in Australia today. The most violent was in Melbourne, where police struggled to separate about 3,000 opposing demonstrators. A group called Reclaim Australia organized rallies in 16 cities and towns to denounce what it calls the Islamization of Australian society.
There are those working with closed hands who wish to destroy all that is Australian and our freedom.
But this counter-demonstrator has this to say.
They have an issue with the people that they don't even understand. They just fear them. And as Australians, we're supposed to be a welcoming people.
Fights broke out as police attempted to separate the rival groups, and several people were arrested. Barack Obama says the understanding reached with Iran this week is historic. Iran and several world powers have agreed on a framework for ways to contain Tehran's nuclear program. And today, the U.S. president told Americans it will be a good deal if it's fully implemented.
This deal denies Iran the plutonium necessary to build upon. It shuts down Iran's path to a bomb using enriched uranium. Moreover, international inspectors will have unprecedented access to Iran's nuclear program. Iran has more inspections than any other country in the world.
And in exchange, the Western world will lift economic sanctions against Iran. Now, the framework is in place. Negotiators have until June to forge a final agreement. To South Korea now, where relatives of the victims in last April's sinking of the Sewol ferry are protesting today. They want the government to call an independent inquiry into the disaster. More than 200 people are taking part in a 35-kilometer march. Most are parents of the 250 students who died when the overloaded ferry sank. Steve Evans reports.
As the anniversary approaches, the bereaved families and also the government are stepping up their publicity efforts. Earlier in the week, compensation was announced for the bereaved. Families retorted that this was an insult because the government was waving money under their noses, when what they really wanted was a full inquiry. A day ago, some family members had their heads shaved in a gesture of protest. Now they've set out on their march, some weeping and carrying pictures of their sons and daughters. The Sewol is now a political issue, with opponents of the government saying it must take some of the blame.
That's BBC's Steve Evans. Joni Mitchell's condition is improving. An update on her official website says the Canadian singer and songwriter is resting comfortably and getting stronger each day. Mitchell was taken to hospital on Tuesday after she was found unconscious in her Los Angeles home. That is the CBC News to this hour. I'm Pascal Todd.